Hey guys, so yesterday I showed you how to draw a gingerbread house and then we set this festive Christmas scene. Today, the final day of my series on Draw With Me Christmas goodies, we're just going to draw a few simple strings of holiday lights in close-up. So we're going to begin with just a traditional sort of yellow light bulb, the stereotypical light bulb that you see on Christmas style illustrations. And I'm going to try to put my paper where it's not going to get a terrible cast shadow. I am unfortunately recording on a tripod. So we're going to start out with drawing the stereotypical bulb shape, sort of like a big U. And we're going to draw inside that bulb a smaller bulb. And we're going to color that smaller bulb in entirely. Now, we're going to take a very light orange and we're just going to draw a little bit inside the bulb. So, every bulb needs a cap, and you can do it in green or you can draw it in silver. We're going to do this one in silver, and this is very similar to how I showed you guys to draw how to draw ornaments, the tutorial I showed you guys earlier. Sorry, I am word salading up a storm today. So we've drawn the basic cap, and we're going to go about rendering it in silver the same way we did in the ornament tutorial. So there we have a basic Christmas light bulb. Now what if you want to draw a string of light bulbs in different colors? We're going to start with start with a yellow bulb. Then we're going to draw a red bulb. Then we're going to draw a green bulb. And I'm just using plain old Crayola Super Tips for this. Nothing super fancy. Then we're going to draw that smaller bulb inside. And that helps give the impression that these are lit. So we've got a smaller bulb there. And with the red, I'm actually not happy with that shade of red. So I'm going to grab a very bright shade of red. Yeah, it's much better. And then we're going to grab our green and we're going to draw a smaller bulb inside the green and fill that in. All right, then we grab our orange and just draw a line. Our red. In fact, we're going to grab a darker red, and if you have, oh, that doesn't even really show up. Shoot, it doesn't even really show up now, does it? Let's see if I can find a better one. There we go. And then a darker green. And this isn't actually how lights work. You would have a very bright light in the middle, so maybe a white if you have a white gel pen, but this will work too, and it'll give the impression, which is really what we're aiming for, the impression of lit bulbs. So we're going to draw the silver cap, and it's a rectangle with two curved edges, so a cylinder for those of you who are a little more familiar with geometry. And unfortunately I am getting some color pickup, and that is where this lighter color marker is picking up the darker color marker underneath. You can just scribble that out on a clean piece of paper or scrap paper to get rid of it, and we're going to fill in our rectangles, leaving some of the white of the paper as a highlight. Then we're going to switch over to our next gray, and we're going to just fill in a little. The intention when shading is always to fill in less than the layer before. Then you need to draw the wire that goes between your bulbs. We're just going to take a black, and you can do it either going above like this or below like that. So that is one way to draw some really simple Christmas lights. You can also, if you want to show white Christmas lights, you want to grab a very light blue, and we're going to draw a bulb shape this time, a very round bulb, and then we're going to draw the inside of it. And this time we're going to do a green cap, because a lot of the Christmas lights you'll see on trees have green caps and green wires to make them less noticeable on the tree. Draw the wires coming out, and you can make those as long as you want. Then we'll use a darker green. So that's another way to draw Christmas lights. You can also, if you are from Louisiana, something that is popular or has been popular over the years is to draw those Tabasco pepper lights. Those were a big favorite of mine when I was younger. And with these, they are all red, so we're going to draw a smaller version of the pepper, and we're going to color this in with all red. And then we're going to go to orange. And then we're going to go to a lighter orange, and this is going to give the implication that it is lit from the inside. And I'm going to grab a darker red and just on the very outside, color that a little bit. And then we're going to grab the green, because these pretty much always had a green cap to them. And green wires. And I know a few of you are probably like, why is she doing so many Louisiana things? Well, I'm from Louisiana. I'm recording in Louisiana right now, and I think celebrating your heritage is important. I've also noticed that people around the country don't really know anything at all about Louisiana besides getting drunk and Mardi Gras, so I wanted to share some other aspects of my culture with you guys. All right, so we've got 3 different types of lights. You can, do you guys remember the wreath tutorial I showed you guys? That's going to be too small. I need to grab a big object, so I'll be right back. Put our lights in a wreath. So just like in our wreath drawing tutorial, you want a cylindrical object. You're going to trace the outside of your cylinder, and this will give you a circle. So if you ever need to draw a quick and easy circle, this is a really great way to do it. Now, next we're going to draw our lights in. And I'm going to start with yellow lights. And they're almost leaf-shaped. Then, I'm going to draw in little red lights. And I'm going to draw in a Christmas bow, just like with my other wreath drawings where you're doing a red bow. You can do whatever color you want. And when drawing bows, you want to pick 3 colors, at least 3 colors. So we've got a basic bow tie shape, and I've left this zigzaggy white area because this is satin. Satin reflects light, so that's going to help make it look more like satin. Then I'm drawing the tails of the bow. And you know what? Let's get fancy. We're going to wrap some ribbon around this wreath. So to do that, we're going to draw these long bean pod shaped ribbons following along that green wreath base we just sketched in. And then for the lights, we're going to color in the top half, which makes the bottom half where the light source would be. A lot of them have LED lights now. That would be where the light source is. And we're just going to leave the little red lights as they are. Now we're going to go in, and I think this one is going to, let's see how we can work those branches in. Just around all the ribbon and all the lights. This is a really good one. I know it's late, but this would be a really good one for cards. Maybe cards to Grandma or a letter to Santa. This would be a really good one. This would also be a really good one for you card makers out there who would like to do something that is actually handmade and something a little more from the heart. Something custom that you actually drew. So we've got our base. Now we got to fill that in, and I'm going to do that in time lapse. We've got the base of our wreath filled in, and I know you guys who regularly watch my videos sort of know the progression for this. We're going to grab a darker red. That's not a darker red. The cap says darker red. Truth is not what the cap says. I guess this will be our darker red then. This is the darkest red in that box. So we're going to add a shadow on the ribbon. Very simple to do. You want to trace where the ribbon overlaps the tails. And we're also going to add a shadow along the ribbon that has been wrapped around the wreath. Help cover and blend in some of that green so it's less noticeable. Apologize about the cast shadow. And then we're going to take a darker green and we're going to add a little bit of shading in the wreath itself. And you want to add the shading actually away from where your light sources are. That way it'll help make it look like the wreath is actually lit. So I'm going to do that in time lapse. So there you have a lit holiday wreath. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I want to thank you guys who have followed along in my other Christmas and holiday tutorials. Thank you so much for watching those as well. I hope you learned something over the past 10 days. I hope I was able to share something or at least encourage you to start drawing, or maybe inspired you to just go pick up a pack of Crayola Super Tips, which are super cheap and super easy to find, and get doodling too. I'm Becca Hilburn. If you enjoyed these Draw With Me tutorials, please make sure to check out my channel in 2017, and you can do that by subscribing right now, because I plan on doing more easy to draw With Me tutorials. If you're looking for something a little bit more advanced, I actually have comic artist level watercolor, alcohol marker, color pencil tutorials in my tutorials folder and playlist. And I also highly encourage you, if you enjoy mixed media, to check out my Art Snacks versus Sketchbox challenge videos from 2016. There are 12 plus videos in that playlist that are designed to inspire and encourage you to get creative. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you in the new year. Bye!